In this video, we will discuss types of variables. The first kind of variable we're going to talk about are qualitative variables. These have distinct categories according to some characteristic or attribute. For example, the color of the marker I use to write my notes. That is a qualitative variable because color is something that is determined. It's not a quantitative thing. It is a quality of the item I'm using. Quantitative variables can be counted or measured. For example, the number of different markers I use. In these notes, I'm using 5 different markers. Quantitative variables can be broken into 2 categories. Discrete variables can be counted. So these variables have whole number values. And an example of this are the number of markers that I use. I can't have a fractional marker that I use because a fractional marker wouldn't work very well. Continuous variables can assume an infinite number of values between 2 specific values. They are obtained by measuring and often include fractions or decimals. So, for example, temperature is an example of a continuous variable, as there are infinite, though hard to differentiate, measurements between just 71 and 72 degrees. So let's ask ourselves, are these variables discrete or continuous? If you need extra time, just pause the video. The number of hours children ages 12 to 15 reported watching TV in 1 week. This is continuous because the children could say they watched 4.5 hours of TV in a week. It's probably a vast underestimation, but they could say that. The number of touchdowns a quarterback scores in a given season. This is a discrete variable because this is a distinct number of scores, of touchdowns in a given season. The amount of money a person earns each hour working at McDonald's. This is discrete, because we could count this in terms of pennies or cents, in which case there is a whole number that we can assign to this. Usually we'd say it in terms of dollars, but because we can count it as a specific number, a specific whole number, it is discrete.